Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tyler from House of Cards TCG, and today I am bringing you another video. This time, actually had a video scheduled to go out today, and it was actually Virtual World versus Sword Soul, where I did the commentary over it. However, it was supposed to literally drop 17 minutes ago, and 1 minute before it dropped, I got to thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? This is day 2 without a ban list, still not updated. And I had this brilliant idea. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw somebody post and they were complaining about Verte Anaconda. So I have been since day 1 pro to having Anaconda in the meta. I think it's perfectly fine. And instead of being a person that brings content and then doesn't back it up, I'm going to give you the reasons why I feel that Verte Anaconda is not a problem in this format and why Verte Anaconda can stay. Now, could it change with branded fusion? Maybe, but probably not, because that's the biggest thing that people like to say, because you do know that Verte Anaconda has a condition that you can't normal summon after, or special summon after you use that effect, right? So I actually want to pull that up. I think that's pretty important. Let's see here. Let's go to TCG Player real quick. I just want to read this card. For some reason, Infinite Impermanence came up. Let's bring up Anaconda real quick, okay? Let's bring up Anaconda and read what it says. So you can target one face-up monster in the field. It becomes dark. That's fine. You pay 2,000 life points. Send one fusion or polymerization, normal or quick spell from your deck to the graveyard. Fine. This effect becomes a spell attack on the card. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn. So you branded fusion with Verte Anaconda, because that's what everybody's thinking, right? You branded fusion to do what? You bring out Albion, or whatever the one is that allows you to discard infusion again, but you can't. What do you bring out? I don't understand why people think that branded is going to make this card broken. So, all right, it's time to back it up. So what I brought for you is I have deck lists. These are the top 32 deck lists of the recent YCS. We're going to look at them real quickly. I might do a separate video tomorrow going over the deck list, but here, let's just go over these, okay? B-Trooper does play Verte. Actually, and here's the thing. The reason why B-Trooper is relevant is because it can play Anaconda. You do know that, right? Without Anaconda, B-Trooper is not good. Okay, so B-Trooper would not make the top 32 if it was not for Anaconda. So you're saying if we ban Anaconda, then we can take this deck out of the meta. So now you're going to replace this with Sword Soul, okay? Sword Soul Tinny, no Anaconda. Sword Soul Tinny, no Anaconda. Sword Soul Tinny, definitely no Anaconda. Tri-Brigade, Bird Up, Bird Up, right? No Anaconda. Wow. Sky Strikers, yes, they play Anaconda. The whole reason the deck is relevant is because they can grind with you because they play Anaconda. So now you take Anaconda out of this deck, you no longer can play with Sky Strikers. Sky Strikers can go. Yeah, I get it. They can still play the 3 Fusion Destiny, but the reason why these decks are competitive is because of Anaconda. So you got one Sky Striker and one B-Trooper. That's 2 decks out of 32 so far that play Anaconda. Let's go to the next one. Sword Soul Tinny, no Anaconda. Invoked Dogmatica. Let's talk about them for a second. If you take out Anaconda, is Invoked Dogmatica even that good? It's really not. I'm almost going to be 100% honest with you. You know, I play against a lot of people that play Invoked Dogmatica, right? So yeah, you have to open up the Fusion Destiny, but the Anaconda on the back end actually makes this deck competitive, right? So now we got 3 people playing Anaconda. Let's go back through it, okay? This version, obviously, there's another one. So Invoked Dogmatica, again, another variant. This is a crazy variant, but there's 4. Sword Soul Tinny, no Anaconda. Sky Striker, we're playing it. That's 5, okay? Sword Soul Tinny, nope. No Bird Up. Sword Soul Tinny, nope. Virtual World Sword Soul, nope. Not playing it here. Another Sword Soul Tinny. Drytron is playing it. Drytron makes them a little more competitive. I know that the big issue with them was when they were playing the Red Eyes Dragoon package in there, so we'll count them. That's 6. The one Drytron list basically that made it. So right now we're sitting at 6. Let me just write this down. We got 1 Drytron, 2 Sky Striker. What was the other one? I can't remember now. I have to look back at it. But all right, let's keep. Oh, and then 3 Invoked. We got 3 Invoked here. All right, next one. We got Bird Up. We don't play it there. Another bird up. Actually, this is more pure Tri-Brigade. So in pure Tri-Brigade, they are playing the Anaconda in pure Tri-Brigade, okay? So we do see the 3 Fusion Destiny with the Anaconda, so that's an interesting note. So pure Tri-Brigade is playing it, okay? Going through here, Prank Kids is another one that they do play Anaconda, but they don't abuse it. So they allow them to actually still get their combos off because they enable themselves to use the Thunder Dragon Fusion and to play the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Without Anaconda, I know that this deck gets completely different when they get the Brave Engine rolling, right? But without Anaconda, this deck no longer makes it, okay? Let's see. Another Sword Soul Tinny. That's fine. We have a Live Twin. I don't think that Live Twins play it. Nope, they don't. That's the deck list. So we have been able to kind of go through this deck list. It wasn't all 32, but here's the thing to note out of this, okay? Out of this entire deck list, which is all 32, and this is just my personal opinion, okay? You have your one Drytron. Do your Drytron player make it without Anaconda? Probably not. I'm just being 100% honest with you. So you can scratch them off the list, and you could take them off, add a Sword Soul Tenny in there or something. Eldlich doesn't play it. Sky Striker Hero does play it. So they made it because they play Anaconda because they have that option. They don't. Dogmatic Invoke, the only reason that deck is relevant is because of Anaconda. And same with Sky Striker. So there's 2 more decks, 1, 2, and 3 right here that are enable themselves to play because they play Anaconda. 4, they don't play it, they don't play it, they don't. This deck, this pure Tri-Brigade, was able to top 32 because they play Anaconda. Same with the 2 Beach Reapers. Without Anaconda, Beach Reapers do not make top 32. Sky Striker, and then the rest, again, is just the same decks. So here's the thing, and here's my thought, all right? There's not really a problem with Anaconda when you have Sword Soul Tinny running around that's crushing the meta. It's obvious. It's right in front of us. We have Bird Up running around crushing the meta. It's obvious. It's right in front of us. The Bird Up won the entire thing. Neither one of those decks play Anaconda. And in the last 6 months, maybe year of Anaconda being relevant in the meta, no deck has really topped and like really played in grind. And the last time that it was a problem, that I really thought it was a problem, was when Drytron was crushing everybody, getting hit with Nib and then still going for Dragoon. Like, that was a problem. That's the only time I've ever seen Anaconda as a problem. So this is me basically telling you why I think that Anaconda should stay. And then I wanted to mention a few other decks, right? So Sky Striker is no longer relevant. Beat Troopers are no longer relevant until their new support come out. Both of those decks. Invoked Dogmatica, you probably have 1, maybe 2 top, but there's not 4 of them that top. I believe there's 4, but they just don't because Anaconda is that extra push that they need. Prank Kids, not relevant until Brave Tokens. Okay? All those decks you can take out of this meta, out of this list. So let's just talk about some other decks that this would impact. And I just pulled some random lists, okay? Relinquished. I know, it's Relinquished, right? And these are just random deck lists that I picked up, all right? So don't it's just random deck lists. So Relinquished, no longer playable. I'm actually building Relinquished just for fun. Shane and I have a whole idea, which is an anime series. Let me know down in the comments below if you think that'd be interesting, where we actually take anime decks and build them and do a tournament with them, like a Harpy deck, Red Eyes deck, Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Relinquished, Toons, like all those different decks. But Relinquished, you probably can't play Relinquished without Anaconda. The next one, Cyber Dragons. Like, I love Cyber Dragons. Without Cyber Dragons, it's going to be extremely hard for you to play this deck without... And this list, again, don't take these lists. These lists I just pulled are random just for examples only. But it's not even for the fact that the most competitive Cyber Dragon lists are running the Enforcer, sometimes Dragoon, and they need the Overload Fusion. So when you activate Anaconda for the Overload Fusion, or you can activate it for the Fusion Destiny, gives them options, it actually makes Cyber Dragons relevant. You ban Anaconda, this deck is no longer relevant. Mark my words. You can't play. What are you supposed to do? Play 3 Fusion Destiny, 3 Overload Fusion? Like, come on. What are you supposed to do, right? Next list I have here is Prank Kids. Of course, we know Brave tokens are coming out. That's going to make the deck list change dramatically. But for right now, without Anaconda, this deck goes back to being nothing. Now, I'm one of the guys that I don't want to see Prank Kids come back and play against them. I hate playing against the deck. But without Anaconda, they can't play anyway. And the last one is one of everybody's favorite. You guys really want to see Chaos Thunder Dragons drop down to unplayable? Because I'm going to tell you, without Anaconda, Chaos Thunder Dragons are unplayable. So those are the lists that I got for you guys. Let me know what you think below. Again, I pushed off this Virtual World Soul Sword Attending Duel for tomorrow because I just felt like something hit me. Somebody was complaining about Anaconda, and I just want to get that out there and give you my opinion. So let me know down in the comments below. I want to know, do you really think that Anaconda is a problem? Because I don't. I really don't think it's a problem. So let me know what you think down below. I appreciate it. And this has been Tyler with House of Cards TCG signing out.